Hello Libra, welcome to your general reading for today. First up, I've got quite a lot of songs for you today. The ones that I woke up with this morning were Hostage by Billie Eilish. Again, another Billie Eilish song. It's becoming like every day now. It's a new Billie Eilish song to wake up to in my head. So Hostage by Billie Eilish. And then that was followed quite quickly by It Must Have Been Love by Roxette. I've also had Relight My Fire by Take That this morning. Yesterday, the songs that I kind of got through were Careless Whisper by George Michael, Feeling Good by Sophie Tucker, and that's not the Feeling Good song, that's a different one, so you'll have to look that one up if you don't know. Feeling Good by Sophie Tucker, and Price Tag by Jessie J. The song that Spotify gave me this morning was Me Versus Us by Taylor Parks. So I'm going to list all those in the description along with any other songs that might come through during the reading, so you can look those up. There may be confirmation for you, they may have extra messages for you. What else did I want to say? I just heard a pigeon cooing in my loft, so I think there must be a nest of pigeons in my loft, and that kind of cooing noise is, I don't know. I'm sort of expecting a little reading from you this week, Libra, because you had the Romeo and Juliet reading last week, so I'm hoping for a kind of continuation. I like little readings. I also have my Shakespeare cup with me today, so you know, we might be in for some more Shakespeare references. We'll see. I did get Othello as well this week, the monumental alabaster scene from Othello. My energy's all over the place as well. You can probably tell I'm feeling really, really scattered. It took me ages to set up the reading today. I kept on thinking, oh, I've got to do this. I've got to touch up my nails. I've got to go and get this thing from downstairs. I've got to go and do this. Oh, I had to go and blow my nose because I got a really itchy nose at the start of the reading. And I've been taking my allergy tablets, but it's like this feeling like I need to blow my nose, but I didn't need to blow my nose, so I don't know if that's confirmation for someone. Maybe you've been having nose problems or a lot of hay fever. Yeah, I think that's more or less everything I needed to say. Oh, it's quite dark today. The weather's a little bit stormy and rainy, so we've not got the best lighting, but it should be fine. Once I hold the cards up to the screen, we should be able to see everything we need to. Okay, sorry, just pausing to drink coffee. No wonder I'm so scattered. I've had a giant cup of coffee. I've got a new pack this weekend, this tea leaf pack. So we're going to pull a couple of cards from that at the start of the reading as well, just because I want to use my new pack. But it's quite a nice pack. It tells you like little bits of information. So here we go. I'm going to shuffle. I've got 2 piles of these. You actually get 200 cards with this set. So hopefully it's not going to give me all 200 cards when I start shuffling. Just like maybe 3 would be nice. That'd be great. So here we go. Let's get some cards for Libra. Oh, straight away. There we go. We've got Teardrops, Great Personal Sorrow. Oh, this is not off to a good start. Gong, An Exciting Event. And Teapots, Deep Friendship with Someone of the Same Sex. Interesting. So I'll sort of pop those up there. We'll see if they relate to the reading at all. And let's keep going. Anything from this pile, please, for Libra? No, that was just a splurt of cards. Let's try again. Anything from this deck, please, for Libra. Well, family wishes come true. Do you know, I'm feeling like that first set was an accident. I don't feel like they were the cards that were meant to come out. I'm going to put them back in. I'm going to trust my instincts. And I'm going to go again. That might have just been a message for someone in particular, but I feel like I need to go again. So here we go. Message, please, for Libra. Do we have anything for Libra, please? Man. Dealings or relationship with a man. So we've got man and well, family wishes come true. So family wishes regarding a man may come true. Anything else for Libra today, please? We've got carrot. opportunity or windfall. So there may be an opportunity coming your way. A common thing that I've been getting through in my readings is that there's going to be a man who's going to get a windfall, possibly some sort of inheritance. That's kind of coming through quite often in my readings. Well, family wishes come true. So the well as well means to me like it's like wells are really deep. It's like a deep resource you can keep drawing and drawing from. Sometimes wealth in tarot doesn't always necessarily mean money. It can also mean some kind of personal wealth, like personal growth, or just emotions, like a depth of emotions and spiritual growth. But yeah, I have been getting that a man's going to get an inheritance quite often. Okay, so we're going to go to your full reading now. So we're going to do heart space, thoughts, action space, past, present, future. And for your heart space, I'm going to pull from the Tarot de la Nuit deck. So past, heart space, please, for Libra. We've got a card straight away there. The Magician. Aha, this has been coming up for me, actually. I'm a Libra, and I've been getting this card quite a lot this week. What I've been getting from this card personally is this... the white and red flowers. This is a running theme for me this week, so immediately I'm picking that up. The white and red flowers, and then she's got these kind of pink petals in her hands. So the message that I've been getting, so I'll tell you as well because it may apply to you, is this idea of women throughout history and especially throughout literature. If you read sort of classical literature, there's two types of women. There's the saint and there's the sinner. So there's this, you could either be the pure, virginal, chaste, loyal, good, good woman, or you can be the sexual, corrupt, temptress. It's sort of like the Desdemona and the Lady Macbeth. You're either one or the other in classical literature. So the Magician here is this idea of being able to combine these two elements of very stereotypical ideas of women into something that's uniquely ours. I'm sorry if you're a man watching this reading and you're thinking, oh no, not feminist reading. That's not what I'm here for. But I do have to say the messages that are coming through. And this might apply to women in your life. If you're looking at women and thinking, oh, women are either good or bad. They're not. Every single woman is a mix of both. To be a whole person, you have to be everything. So you have to be able to be the innocent, the chaste, loyal, good, and you also have to have a little bit of this, naughty. I'm going to say naughty energy, but that's, again, I shouldn't say naughty because that's sort of fiery energy. Yeah, so the Magician, she's combining these two elements of kind of both. What I'm seeing is both sides of herself. She's working on both sides of her personality, and she's bringing parts of herself together and creating something that's special and uniquely hers. You can see with this like fiery light here. The Magician is about making something happen in your reality, sort of bringing your dreams and your wishes and making them happen. I kind of get Virgo energy from the Magician card. I can't remember if it's a specific sign, but it's giving me Virgo energy today as well. Okay, woo! For your current heart space, you have the Hermit. Ooh, there we go. So the Hermit is taking a time out, going... wanting to be alone for a while, wanting your own personal space so that you can think things through, really sort of thinking a situation over. But this is in your heart space, so you may have just felt this real need to kind of pull away or pull back from certain people or certain situations, to maybe just get kind of your own perspective on things, your own, to work out how you feel about a situation rather than listening to what everybody else is saying. How do you feel about a situation? I'm also noticing the Raven here. The Raven is, to me, about gathering knowledge, gathering information, communication, and it's funny as well because I actually found this raven feather, and I don't normally pick raven feathers up off or any feathers at all up off the street, but this one has a special meaning to me, which I'm not really going to go into. It did feel like it was sort of a meant to be feather, so I did pick that one up, and it's the first time I've had it with me in a reading, so yeah. We have that. It's actually a crow feather. I think I said raven feather. It's a crow feather. So we have the lady in this card is sort of looking at that light. So it's like she's trying to seek some kind of knowledge, some inner light, some inner wisdom about a situation. What's this near her feet as well? Oh, it's a kind of a burning branch. You may feel a little bit like your foundations are burning, your roots are burning. Your roots are burning. That's something. So that could be your root chakra is burning. You know, you're burning for some kind of passionate new project, some change. My heart went then, so that's confirmation. That's right. I'm on the right track. Yeah. So burning for some kind of fresh, passionate, creative new opportunity, but taking your time in your heart space to really figure out if it's right, if you're on the right path. That's what I'm getting from that card today. Okay, future heart space please for Libra. Future heart space please for Libra. Future heart space please for Libra. She doesn't want to give me one. Future heart space please for Libra. The Ten of Swords. Ugh, that's not the best card for your future heart space. The Ten of Swords is actually coming out next to the Hermit. What it's telling me is you've gone from a period of kind of very intense introspection, intense soul searching into the Ten of Swords, which is a card about swords are mental, and tens are about ending and finishing something so that you can start afresh. So I feel like this is you sort of coming out of that period of introspection. You know, maybe you've done some pampering on yourself, maybe you've done some relaxation work. You can see this person looks really quite calm. They're sort of laid back about a situation, I'm going to say today, sort of looking up at the sky, still sort of like looking for the light. And this is water here is kind of like the depths of emotions, but it's kind of behind them. You know, it's like if you put it this way, it's almost like coming through a portal. So this coming out of this darkness, this kind of sorry, it's got quite a lot of light on there. I'm just trying to angle it in a way that you can see the card and not sort of my reflection. Yeah, so coming out of this quite dense period of time of introspection and of emotion and darkness, and walking through into the light, you know, having a realization because you've done all this thinking, all this inner work, coming through this portal into your new reality, your new cycle. Yeah, I've never looked at this card this way before, but it's really interesting to see it in that sense. It could be someone else's energy. I'm getting that might be someone else's energy, but it does fit in with the Hermit and the Magician. I did say Virgo energy, and the Hermit's Virgo as well. You've got 2 Virgo here, so this might be you, or it might be someone you're connecting with. We'll see. On the bottom of your deck, you've got the 7 of Wands. Now, the 7 of Wands is a card about, it can be a card about defense, or it can be a card about standing up for something you believe in. Yeah, you can see normally the person in this card is kind of under attack, or they've got all these different people coming at them, but they're standing their ground. It can be about having the upper hand. Yeah, I'm getting standing up for something. You know, maybe after this period of reflection, you know, you're standing up for whatever this new cycle is for you. Okay, let's see. So we're going to move into your thoughts. So I'm just having a look at these cards as well. I am picking up on a masculine energy. It doesn't have to be a man. It's just someone in the masculine energy. But we do have this man card here, and this world card, which is like this depth of emotion. You know, really going deep into yourself. Okay, so we're going to go to the Haunted House Tarot, and I'm going to pull for your past, present and future thoughts, Libra. So past thoughts, please. Past thoughts for Libra. The Six of Wands. So I did say with that Seven of Wands, it's almost like feeling under attack. The Six of Wands isn't normally a card about being under attack. It's normally a card about being successful, about being recognition, success, fame even, appreciation. But this card, it does have this sense of her either leading a charge or being under attack. You may have felt the need, you may have been thinking about perhaps if there was a lot of conflict around you, a lot of fiery energy, how you could take the lead in a situation, how you could take the reins, I'm getting, of a situation. I feel like this is you, especially with the Magician card, it's like you taking control of your life. Perhaps you felt a bit lost in the past, and this is you saying, I know what I want now, and I'm going to go and get it. I'm going to lead the charge. And this perhaps is where your success lies. I'm going to have to get a clarifiers, I think, in this reading. It's not kind of what I was expecting, to be honest. So in your thought space, in your current thought space, please, Libra. The Seven of Wands, yeah. Standing up for something, fighting something off, holding your ground. Boundaries, I'm getting boundaries. The word boundaries just kind of popped into my head. Setting boundaries about what you find acceptable, what is not acceptable. You're kind of coming into your power, Libra, I'm seeing. Perhaps you are... Sorry, I've gone quiet. I'm sort of getting something with what I was saying about the roses. Instead of perhaps trying to please everybody, instead of trying to fit into the roles that society has created around you, you're creating, you've done this intense soul searching, you've worked out who you are, and you've sort of combined aspects of what people expect from you, or aspects of your own self, your own personality. You've combined them now into who you actually really are, and you're standing up for yourself. You're fighting off any criticism, anyone who might want to try and take you down for this new you, for your vision. You're fighting that off. You're defending yourself and who you really are. And now you're ready to, I'm going to turn this way, you're ready to step through this portal into leaving behind any kind of negative thoughts, anything that's held you back mentally. Even though this is in your heart space, I feel like your thoughts hold your heart back, and you're not doing that anymore. You're stepping through this portal into this new reality for yourself. You've created a new reality for yourself. Okay, future thoughts, please, for Libra. This card, it didn't flip out, but it was up in the deck. As I flipped through, it was up. So I think this is the one that I'm meant to take, and it's one of my favourite cards, so I'm taking it. It's the Queen of Cups. Absolutely gorgeous card. This is someone who, again, she's coming out of the water. I said about this coming out of the emotions, coming out of the water. She's come up out of the water, out of her emotions, and she's offering this cup of love to someone else. It's almost like being in this water has given her clarity of her own emotions, and now that she has clarity of her own emotions, she's able to offer support, emotional support to other people. She's almost angelic. I'm not, I'm a Libra, and you're Libras watching this. We're just angels, we're just such good people. No, I'm obviously joking, but yeah, it is almost like once you find inner peace, inner tranquility, inner strength, once you're a strong individual on your own, she's not a Page of Cups, she's the Queen of Cups. She's got full handle on her emotions. She she's so solid. It's almost like getting earth energy from it. I'm going to try and explain what I'm seeing. Water can be, it's an adaptable element. So you can take water and pour it into a vase, or you can pour it into a cup, or you can pour it into an ocean, and that the water changes and it shifts and it changes shape and it changes behavior based on the situation. So what I'm seeing with this Queen of Cups is that excuse me, I'm losing my voice. What I'm seeing with this Queen of Cups is that she is able to emotionally adapt now, or you, Libra, are going to be able to emotionally adapt to any situation that you find yourself in. And it's almost like this water is really, really calm. So even if you're thrown into a choppy situation, if you're thrown in whatever life throws at you, whatever situation you're asked to adapt to, you're going to be able to do it with kind of like calm tranquility, because you're the Queen of Cups. You have a full handle on your emotions. And she's also got these wings, because obviously Libra's an air sign. So you're able to actually lift up. If the water gets too choppy, you can lift up out of those choppy emotions and sort of see from a higher perspective. And so once you're able to do that, once you're so sort of solid, and it's almost like being solid and flexible at the same time. It's such a funny contradiction, but it works in this scenario. Once you're an expert at handling your own emotions, then that makes you the perfect person to reach out and offer your cup to someone else, offer your emotions to someone else, because all your emotions are going to do is support that other person. You're going to give strength to someone else. Oh, wow. This reading's great so far. Okay. Just as I say that, the underlying is the Tower. Ouch. Ouchie. Now the Tower actually is not always negative. She's kind of been, what the message I'm getting through, is that, and the seven, okay, it's showing me the Seven of Swords as well. Did you see how the card just slid off the top? Then it wants me to take both. The Seven of Swords is a card about strategy. You can see that she's taking these swords. These people walking up the stairs look really, really shifty, but she's collecting up the swords perhaps so they can't use them. They're clearly not the sort of people who should have this knowledge. Okay. Excuse me. So the Tower moment can be a moment of realization. It can be some kind of knowledge, some information coming in that sparks some kind of new process. You can see it's actually cracking this building. So there's some kind of new information that may be coming in for you that really sort of might shake your foundations. It might crack something open in your life. Again, it's not always negative. It can be a shake-up, to shake away old habits or patterns, or a situation that isn't working for you anymore. But this I'm seeing this lightning as kind of like this information, this knowledge coming in. So once you have this knowledge, which this situation may be stressful, but you can handle it because you're the Queen of Cups. The Seven of Swords is, swords are about mental energy and information, so strategy. So there's some kind of strategy involved here. So I feel like once you get the information, you have to be strategic about what you do with this information, because if it falls into the wrong hands, it could potentially be create more negative situations. So if you do find that you have information coming in, be strategic about who you share that with. Keep your cards close to your chest. And sort of handle your emotions well. Keep calm. I think you've got this, Libra. Honestly, I think the message is that once you get to this place where you're calm, your waters are steady, you'll be able to handle whatever this is coming in for you, and whatever it is, it's going to bring in a new cycle in your life. It's part of the stepping through the portal, stepping out of the negative energy into the new energy. God, I really want to know what it is. Will you tell me what it is, Libra, when it comes in for you? or not actually, because it's telling you be careful who you share it with. Underneath that is the Queen of Wands as well. The Queen of Wands in right now, I'm getting that this isn't you, this is another queen, this is another person, and this person's fiery, and you shouldn't share the information with the Queen of Wands. You're showing quite, yeah, the fire is coming at you. There may be someone who you have to be wary of. Not necessarily a fire sign, although they could be, but I'm seeing it as someone who, they may come at you, they may be angry, they may be spiteful, I'm getting. They may try to bring you down, but you're air and water. You know, you can quench the fire, you can raise up away from the fire. Don't let the fire consume you. Yeah, stand up for yourself, but be calm. That's that's not going to be a message for everybody. I feel like, because it wasn't part of the main reading, it was a hidden meaning. But yeah, don't step into the fire, Libra. That's a message for some of you. Okay, so we're going to move to the action space. Past action space, please, for Libra. This is the Witch's Tarot. It's one of my favourite decks. It's normally really, really chatty. It just has a lot to tell me. Okay. Past action space, please, for Libra. Yeah, see, it's giving me all the cards again. I can't take that many cards. It was like a third of the deck. There we go. Thank you. And it's funny, actually, because that's the card that came out. When a chunk of cards came out, that's the card that I saw, and it's the card that came out again when I reshuffled. In your past action space, this is working alone on something. The Three of Pentacles is normally a card about working with other people, using everybody's talents in a situation. Everybody has their own strengths and weaknesses, and the Three of Pentacles is about getting everybody together, using all the different strengths to make something successful. But you're having to work alone on something. You know, you may have a cat that keeps you company. Again, this could be you or someone else that you're connecting with. This flame's burning though, and I'm noticing it's very similar energy to the Magician. The Magician works alone, they manifest on their own, they create their own reality. So there may be something that's kind of a personal project to you that you've been working on alone, or you may have just been feeling like you're working alone if you've been working from home. I'm sorry for the pause there, I had to cough. I didn't think you wanted to hear it. Yeah, you've been manifesting. There's something that you want. There's something that you wanted in the past. You had an idea, you had a dream, and you've put in the work to make it happen. The Magician is very, very strong. Very powerful energy. You may have been literally manifesting, either intentionally or without even realizing it. It's in your heart space. It's in your heart space and your action space. So it's something you wanted, and you put in the work. You took tangible steps to make your dreams happen. I can't wait to clarify some of these cards. Okay, so if we move to your current action space, please, Libra. Current action space for Libra, please. Okay, it's giving you 3 cards. So you've got the Knight of Wands in reverse, the Four of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. I'm getting immediately. I'm getting a message here of there's some kind of action you want to take. There's some kind of movement forward you want to take. The Knight of Wands is about it's someone who gets what they want. They know exactly what they want, and they ride straight for it. You can see he's riding straight towards us. You know, looking head on. This is moving head on, direct line towards what exactly you want, with a lot of passion, a lot of love, a lot of creativity. You know, it's go-getter energy. But with it being in reverse, you can't go to what you want. It's hold your horses, pulling back. There's a blockage. This could be you moving towards whatever this is that you wanted, that you were trying to manifest in the past, but you can't move towards it right now. You're blocked. There's something blocking you with the Four of Pentacles, or somebody's being defensive. So it's some kind of barrier preventing this Knight of Wands to move forward. It could be someone coming in towards you who feels very passionate towards you. We have the Queen of Wands. Now, I did say that I don't think this is your energy, Libra. I think this is someone else. It could be you. It could be you if you've been feeling very feisty, very passionate, very sexual. She's a sexual queen. I think this might be someone else. I think this might be someone causing problems, Libra. It could be you. Take it as it resonates. You could be the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands. But I did say with that card over there, the Queen of Wands in the underlying is this Queen of Wands is working, is this might be someone who's a friend. That friend card came out, didn't it? Someone who you're really close to. There may be someone who you think is a friend who's not a friend, who's deceptive. The Seven of Swords can be about deception. So the specific message here is you want to move towards something, or someone wants to move towards you, but there's a barrier, there's a blockage, there's a stop sign because of the Queen of Wands. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. I will get more clarifies. We'll see if anything else comes out for that. Okay, future action space, please, for Libra. Two cards. I'm not sure which way these want to come up, so I'm going to drop them. You see what they are? It's the 9 and 10 of Cups. Yeah, they want to come out all bright. The 9 of Cups moving into the 10 of Cups. Happiness on your own, moving into happiness with another person. So the 9 of Cups is a card about wishes, about abundance, about having everything that you need emotionally, feeling very, very happy, very content. Feeling like your wishes have been granted, your wishes have been fulfilled. And the 10 of Cups is about, you can see there's just one person on this 9 of Cups card. The 10 of Cups card is about sharing this with others. It could be actually a family, a partner, just your community in general. This is one of the happiest cards in the deck. This is happily ever after. Again, with like the rainbow, the children playing, the little house, the water here symbolizing the emotion. And what I notice actually about this card again is it's this stepping out of the darkness energy. So I mentioned this up here about a past cycle being quite dark, and you're moving into a new cycle that's very bright. You can see that there is a shadow in the foreground of this card. These people are in the shadow, but they can see the light. It's right there. All they have to do is take a few steps forward, and then they're in the light. They're in the happiness. They've got everything they could ever want, emotionally. Feeling emotionally fulfilled. So super happiness coming in for you in the future, Libra. And we have another tower moment, another moment of realization. This tower has a crown, so the crown's been knocked off. This may be knowledge. Again, the crown symbolizing the head. The crown of the head. So this can be some kind of knowledge coming in. It's very bright. You can see when the lightning actually hits, there's all these rays of light, bursting through. So there could be some information coming towards you. You could learn something new that actually, that the tower, the environment around this tower is very, very dark. It's cloudy, it's stormy. There's something that you're not seeing. And this doesn't look like a sunrise. This looks like almost like the forest is on fire. It's burning. So you feel like you've been in a situation that could have felt dark or challenging. And this, You can see it's a break in the clouds, this tower. This is a good tower. The lightning is bursting through these dark clouds. You can see the light behind it, and it's bringing the light down to you. Yeah, whatever this realization is, whatever this tower is, this could be a second tower. Could be two different tower moments coming in for you, two separate shocks of information. But you know, it's bringing in the light. It's two moments of realization. I feel that's going to give you this Ten of Cups, this happiness. Right, I'm going to pause and I'm going to pull some cards as clarifiers. I'm using the Gilded Tarot by Kiro Marchetti to clarify today. So I'm going to do that off camera. I'm going to kind of pause and spend some time looking at the images and seeing if there's any strong messages that are coming through that I may not have picked up on yet. And then I'll be back with you to talk about what I'm seeing. Okay, see you in a minute. Okay, Libra. The situation just got a lot more complicated. So I was picking up on three energies in your reading. I was picking up on your energy, which was showing as the Queen of Cups, and being a combination of water and air. Then I was also picking up on a second feminine energy, which was shown as the Queen of Wands, and this person that is perhaps causing some problems for you. It doesn't have to be. This can be you actually battling with your own desires. So take whichever meaning is more appropriate to you. I'm also picking up on a third energy now, which is a masculine energy. I'm seeing it as an earth sign. Sorry, I had my hand over my mouth then, so I'm sorry if I was a little bit muffled. I was thinking I had my hand over my mouth. So yeah, there's an earth energy here, especially in your heart space. Now, I was saying originally that I was picking up on Virgo energy here. You also have the Queen of Pentacles, which is earth energy again. It could be any of the three earth signs. And you've got the Capricorn card here as well. So there's this earth energy, which I'm going to say is a masculine energy around you. Doesn't have to be an earth sign. It's just someone who's normally quite grounded. It could be Pentacles can be about home and career, so it could be someone at work, or it could be someone in your home who's very, very responsible. They get the bills paid on time. They get their they go to work every day, they get the bills paid, they make sure there's food on the table. It's this sort of person. So I'm going to try and be as clear as I can about which energy is which as I go through this. Where to start though? Let's start with your past. So you have you have the Magician card here. So I was talking about trying to manifest something. There's something that you want, I feel, or there's something that you wanted in the past. You could see where you wanted to take your life, and the Six of Swords is this card about moving forwards, about moving to calmer waters. So there was perhaps some situation that you weren't happy with, or that you felt could be improved, and you wanted to get on this boat and move towards this calmer waters, this almost grass is almost greener on the other side kind of thing, calmer waters. You just wanted to get your life into a place where it was more stable. And I was talking about the calmer waters here with the Queen of Cups as well. So wanting to get into perhaps a more emotionally stable space in your heart space. The Three of Wands, I feel, is about it's watching and waiting energy. I feel like perhaps you knew that there was a new opportunity for you. You knew that there was some kind of new cycle in your life that you were supposed to be doing, that you were supposed to be moving forwards to. But at the moment, I feel like, or in your past space, this is your past space, you were stuck on this kind of island, not able to move towards this boat, which represents the new opportunity for me. So you're waiting for this boat to come into you. You know it's coming, and once it gets there, you can step into the boat and start moving. So I feel like this is whether the boat came in for you or not, I don't know, but that's what was going on in your past heart space, wanting to manifest something, doing everything that you could while you're stuck on this island, making something work, but you needed the boat to come to you in order to be able to step on it and sail away to whatever this new cycle is that's coming in for you. I feel like this is another person involved here. You needed someone to step forward. You needed someone to step up and possibly bring in this Ace of Cups to you. The Ace of Cups is about a new relationship, a new opportunity, a new. It's two people. One person is making an offer to another person. Can be love, doesn't have to be. Can be a job opportunity perhaps, or that's more likely to be the Ace of Pentacles though. So I feel like this is some kind of emotional offer, and this is in your thoughts. So this is something you were thinking about. You may have been thinking about moving forward to someone else, but I see it as you waiting for someone to come in with some kind of emotional coming forwards. With the Six of Wands as well, it's almost like wanting to lead the way in love, wanting success in love. Yeah, success in love. Ready to take charge, ready to. Yeah, I feel like you're wanting to take charge, especially with this Knight of Wands in reverse down here. It's like wanting to take charge, wanting to take the lead, wanting to go riding in some kind of relationship here. It doesn't have to be a new relationship. It can be a fresh start within a relationship as well. I just wanted to make that clear. So wanting to take the lead, wanting to go rushing in, but you have to hold back in your action space. This offer is not being made. The Two of Cups is in reverse. Two of Cups is two people coming together, an equal partnership, a match made in heaven kind of thing. But it doesn't have to be romance. It can be a friendship, or a family situation. It's just two people who emotionally match, who I feel should have been coming together but weren't. This made, because whatever this wasn't coming forwards to you, you had to work on your own. You had to, and I feel like you did. You kind of buckled down and you did everything you could. You got as far as you could on your own, while you were waiting for this other offer to come in. It's like you weren't sat around waiting for some knight in shining armour to come in and rush in and save you and rescue you from this tower. You weren't just sat there sighing. You thought, right, well, what do I do? What do I do in the meantime? I'm not just going to sit here wasting away. I'm going to work on something. So yeah, brilliant, Libra, well done. Woo. Go Libra. Moving to your current energies, so we had this Hermit energy. What I think has caused you to go into Hermit energy is this first Tower moment, because I said that was some kind of information coming in, some kind of knowledge. So we have we clarified the Hermit with the Eight of Wands, which is a card of communication. It's like a lot of communication all at once. It can actually be movement forward as well. So there's some kind of communication, and it could have been regarding something to do with your stability, something to do with your career or your home. The Queen of Pentacles is it's kind of like wife, mother, career woman energy. So it's someone who's very, very good at is nurturing as well. It's someone who's great at all the kind of tangible things in life, all the kind of creature comforts, making sure there's food on the table, making sure there's a roof over your head, making sure everybody is warm and fed, and kind of all these very grounded practical things. I'm also getting with the peacock as well. This is someone who perhaps is very, very fancy. They could be very good looking, or this could be two people, a wife and the male partner, because the colourful peacock is the male peacock. So there's some kind of communication or some kind of realization regarding some kind of tangible thing in your life. And then we have the devil in reverse. There may have been a situation that you felt chained to, or someone felt chained to a situation. Again, doesn't have to be a romantic situation. It can be just hearing that child crying outside. There's a child there's a nursery. I'm on the route that leads to a nursery, and I can hear parents taking the children to nursery in the mornings, and it's just funny hearing the different ways people have to parent, and the different ways that the children react to going to nursery. There's a dad who takes a child to nursery, or a man. I don't know if it's the dad, but a man who takes a little toddler to nursery, and he's so sweet with them. He just sort of holds the hand and says, right, okay, here's the curb, step up, and they're so loving and nurturing. So this doesn't have to be a feminine energy, this can be a masculine energy who's very nurturing. But then there's other children who I've gone a bit blurry. There's other children who do not want to go to nursery. They're not having any of it, and they scream the whole way there. So I'm sorry if you can hear the noises outside. What I'm seeing is that there may be, especially with that little I derailed the conversation a bit there, but I feel like that was intentional. There may have been a situation where everything wasn't really as good as it looked on the outside. There may be a home situation or a work situation that looked brilliant. It looked prosperous. It looked really fancy. These people had everything they wanted tangibly. It looked like the perfect life from the outside. It's like the Instagram life on the outside, but underneath there was some kind of something bad. Someone could have been controlling. There could have been a lack of control. One person could have been controlling, the other person could have felt a lack of control. It could have been a codependent relationship with the devil here, in a negative way, where people were so dependent on each other that they, so reliant on each other that it wasn't healthy. But I feel like perhaps the situation has ended, and that's what was communicated, possibly. It's a bit of a funny combination, that. But there was something, I feel like there was something negative within some kind of solid relationship, could be home or career, and that ended. The situation ended. It doesn't mean that the job ended. It doesn't mean that the relationship ended. It just means that whatever there was the negativity ended. The pentacles in reverse as well, so there's something coming down from above, down below. Something's being grounded. So you may have been, I feel like this is a separate situation to you. I feel like this is what you were learning about with that tower moment. I'm gonna have to pause and shut the window, because that child is really not having a great time today. Okay, hopefully that'll be a little bit better. I don't like that though. I don't like just shutting it feels wrong to shut out the noise of a child crying. I feel like you should find out why the child's crying and make it better, rather than just be like, no, I'm shutting my window, I'm not listening. But not my child. Can't really do much right now. I hate the sound of children crying. I'm sorry, I keep going off on a tangent, but I really do. I'm so soppy. Ever since I had my own kids, just the sound of children crying, I can't stand it. I just want to go and find out, what I can do to make it better. So I have to sort of control that urge to go and check on other people's children. It's not really socially acceptable. So, okay, right, back to the reading. I am all over the place today. I'm so sorry, Libra. So I feel like this communication here is this first tower moment. You're introspective, you're waiting, you're working on yourself, you're doing brilliantly, but there's something else here, some other communication that came into you regarding a relationship that perhaps had problems. In your current thought space, you're battling something. If this devil energy is playing out in your reading, you're battling against it. there's some kind of negative energy, and it's coming at you, I feel, or you fear that it's going to come towards you, and you're wanting justice in this situation, or you are the person who's bringing justice to a situation. There's some kind of unfairness. There's some kind of I feel like it's whoever this Queen of Wands energy is someone acting in an unfair way, and justice is coming in. This could be you wanting to correct a situation, to bring fairness, to make things balanced, or it could be almost like divine justice coming in to support the situation. It's like justice has your back kind of thing. They are showing as the same kind of person. They look similar, so I am seeing this as you. It could be that you're taking the fire. Oh yes, that's what I'm getting, especially with that magician card about I was talking about them transforming things to make them into something new. So I feel like you have this manifestation ability, Libra. You're able to take a situation that feels very fiery, where tempers run high, and this is kind of the speciality of Libra as a sign. You're able to take this negative energy, this fiery energy, people not thinking, people just shouting at each other, whatever this fiery energy is, you're able to take it. You're able to take it in your hands and transmute it into something new. You're able to shed light on a situation. You're able to turn. You can transmute energy, and you're thinking about how you can do this. You're thinking about how you can take all this negative fiery energy that I feel is around you. It's not coming from you, it's around you. You're thinking, how can I seize this energy and refocus it, reinvigorate it into something positive and light. Cool. That's awesome. So in your action space with the Knight of Wands in reverse, there's some kind of barrier that's holding you back or holding someone else back, and I feel like it's caused by this Queen of Wands. Whatever this fire energy is here, this attack energy, is causing problems. Now, there's something not being communicated. Oh, sorry, I just went off on a tangent. So what I was saying here about this communication, this knowing, communication is coming, but I don't think it's come in yet. But in your heart space, it's coming regarding whatever this situation is up here, because the King of Swords isn't speaking. He is unable to speak because of this blockage. There's a truth here that's not being spoken, and I feel like that's what's going to bring in the Tower moments once it's spoken, because it will come out. You can see the sun on his chair. The sun is revealing things that have been hidden. The truth will come out one way or another eventually. In time, it will come out. Even though the King of Swords is in the reverse, the actual sword is in the upright. That truth is going to come out. But this King of Swords isn't speaking his truth at the moment. He isn't able to speak his truth at the moment. He's being blocked. But in your future heart space, we have the Knight of Pentacles, and we also have the Knight of Swords. And underneath the Knight of Swords, in the underlying, underneath the Knight of Swords in the underlying is Judgment, hearing the call, and you can see he's coming back around with this sword held high, this sword of truth held high, and you can see as well Justice has the sword of truth. There is a truth here that a truth, and it's connected to justice in a situation. There's an injustice, and there's a truth that needs to be spoken. Hearing the call, knowing it's time to speak your truth, that's what's coming. You can see that he's coming back around. He's turned around, he's coming back to speak his truth. And the knight is, the king may be sat on his throne, but the knight's on his horse, he's racing in. And we also have the Knight of Pentacles. So again, I'm seeing this as the same energy. It could be, because we have this, Libra, your energy is showing as water and air, and I feel like this masculine energy is earth and air. Could be someone who has a lot of earth and air in their chart, or it could just be someone acting in this kind of energy. You can see that the horse is facing backwards, but the knight is facing forwards. The Knight of Pentacles is kind of like this should I, shouldn't I energy. Dilly-dallying, unsure, in and out energy, and we've got this portal here. It's sitting with this portal. You know, should I step through? Should I go? Should I stay or should I go? I'm going to write that down because that's another Star song. Should stay, go. Should I stay or should I go? Yeah. So there's an indecision here. God, Libra, you are, if I'm reading this correctly, you've been so bloody patient throughout this whole thing. You're just sat there with your blindfold on, like the Justice card, knowing that something's going on, knowing that there's a truth coming out, knowing that there's something unfair in a situation, and you're just waiting because you're like, one way or another, the truth's coming out. It always does. That judgment call is going to come. So yeah, so I'm seeing this as someone else's energy, this in and out energy. You could be ready to step forward, step through this portal, but you're still waiting for this Knight of Pentacles, this dilly-dally energy, unsure, in and out. Okay. In your thoughts, you do have this Queen of Cups ready to make this offer. Again, this is the masculine energy again. I feel like you're trying to make this offer. You're trying to, this Two of Cups, there's something here that you're trying to bring forward. You know it's coming. You know that this is meant to happen. I feel. Again, it doesn't have to be love. It can just be a friendship, someone you work with, a family member. It's a relationship. I've shut my window, I can still hear that poor child screaming. So the guy in this card, he's got his back to this Two of Cups, and the reason why he's got his back to the Two of Cups is he's too busy crying over these Three of Cups that are on the ground. So he's experienced some kind of loss, or he's thinking that something's not going to happen. His focus right now is on these three spilt cups. Whatever this loss, whatever something that just didn't work out for him. But I feel like once he turns around, this card came out for someone else as well. I can't think who it was. Was it Capricorn? I think it's the card that I was one reading, and it started making me want to cry, in sympathy for this person. I think it was Capricorn. I'll look it up and put the link in the description below. So yeah, he's grieving this loss. This it could be a missed opportunity, but this Two of Cups is right here behind him, and I feel like the Two of Cups with this tree is where his growth is, and it's where his freedom is. He just has to turn around and see it, but he's been indecisive with the Two of Pentacles. It's like he knows, look at him, he's looking at that pentacle. He knows which option he needs to take. He knows which option is going to lead to his happiness with this rainbow. Oh my god, and I've just noticed the boat in the background with the dolphin. Dolphins are love to me. They're an animal that's associated with the goddess Venus. The goddess Venus is the goddess of love. Find that card there. Yeah, so it's like he knows. I was talking about you, Libra. I was seeing this as you waiting, standing on the back, waiting for the ship to come in. And the ship, you've got these freedom birds again. I'm seeing lots of seagulls around my house, actually. So you're waiting for the ship to come in, and this other person in your reading knows that the right thing to do is to come and get you. It's to bring this ship in, and it's this ship of love. It's funny, the word ship is, you say, I ship them. I think they'll be good together. He bloody knows. He's looking at that pentacle. He knows where his happiness is, and yet he's still juggling. He's still in this indecisive phase. He's still the Knight of Pentacles. Should I stay or should I go? For God's sake. Be patient, Libra. Be patient, okay? So we know, Libra, we've got in our future action space, we're good on our own. We've got the Nine of Cups. We are sorted. We're the Queen of Cups. Nine of Cups. We're stable. We're emotionally balanced. We're good. You know, 10 of Cups, take it or leave it. Whatever this other person's up to, it's up to them. This, though, was clarified by the Seven of Swords. And now you had the Seven of Swords twice because you also had it in the underlying with that Tower moment. This is a thief card for me. It's a deceptive. This person is being deceptive. I'm seeing it as someone being deceptive about their happiness, especially with this Two of Pentacles. He knows where his happiness is. He knows. He's looking right at it. He knows what makes him happy with that rainbow, and the rainbow's here. But he's being self-deceptive. Yeah, trying to take a sneaky route. And I don't think that's going to work out for him. We have that cat there as well. That cat's just looking at him like, what are you doing? Why are you taking all those swords? Just ask for the swords and you can have the swords, okay? You don't have to be sneaky. He's trying to sneak the swords out of the gate, sneak knowledge out of the gate. I don't know, for God's sake. That energy, just, you know, if you're the cross watcher and you're watching this and this is your energy, just stop it. Just stop. Why are you being sneaky when you could just be honest? You could just tell your truth and things would be so much better. Being self-deceptive, stop it. Right, okay, let's get some advice cards. Can I get an advice card for Libra, please? Not this sneaky energy. An advice card for Libra, please. Advice card for Libra, please. Oh. We've got all the advice. Right, I don't think I'm going to read all of these. Right, the first two that came out, I think we've got advice for Libra and we've got advice for the other person as well, because we've got two sets of two cards. Now I know what these cards mean. They've come out in the reverse, but I do know what they mean in the upright. So will, wisdom and mind, this is manifestation energy, being able to combine your will, your wit, your knowledge to create your own reality, to manifest your own reality. And we've also got the rainbow colours here as well, but this is in reverse. Someone's not using their manifestation powers, and it's regarding balance. It can be contracts, it can be some kind of legal situation, and this is in the reverse. So someone has power to manifest their own reality, to correct a situation, to bring balance into a situation, but they're not doing it. I feel like that's that other person. These two cards I'm going to look up because I don't know what they mean. These haven't come out for me before, but we've got diversity and we've got the waterfall. So let's grab the book and find out what it says. Okay, I'm shuffling closer. It's like, okay, story time, Libra. Diversity. A woman stands on a veranda overlooking a beautiful valley dotted with little towns on the hills and along the river. Scrolls that she has read lie upon a nearby table. Another scroll is held loosely in her hand while the woman surveys all that she sees. With this card, you'll find that it's time to diversify. There are many options for you to consider, and you should take a look at them all. Allow yourself to try new things, to go to new places, learn new subjects, break out into different directions, and meet new people too. Just going to flip the page. Don't worry about scattering your energy too thin. You're in a period of expansion, so use it. Let yourself go farther afield than you planned. In the end, you will diversify in ways that introduce you to a whole new you. So I do feel, Libra, like you know something's coming in for you. You've been manifesting something, some kind of new start, and you know it's on its way to you. But I think actually you've not thought big enough. I think you've thought on a small scale when actually the universe is prepared to give you a well. You may have made a small wish and the universe is like, well. It's a nice pun there. Well, we actually, we've got a lot more in store for you. This well it's bottomless. You had this other thing saying opportunity or windfall. You've been thinking on too small a scale, I think, Libra. The universe has a lot more for you than I think you even realise. And we have the waterfall. So 6 of Forces, let's find that one. Oh, this is the Akashic Tarot. if you did want to get this pack yourself or look it up. So it's a variation on the usual tarot. It's got instead of the usual wands and cups and things, it has forces and scrolls, and it's a handy little pack. I like the I use it as advice quite a lot. Okay, balance. Libra. Why am I looking at the Seven of Forces? That must be something. Oh, we had the balance card out. Right, it might want me to read it. Let's just read it. Okay, balance. This card reveals a time of harmony, balance, and justice in your life. So justice is coming in. We had the justice card. Shelves of books grace a wall where a door opens into a light-filled room. Upright, this card indicates a time of balance is at hand, but it wasn't upright, was it? So we need to read the reverse. Reversed, this card indicates that you may be out of balance and embroiled in some difficult situation that has caused you to lose clarity and even power. Yeah, you lost power because you had the other card in the reverse. This could include stressful legal matters or a situation that seems unjust to you. Isn't that what we were saying during the reading? You may feel all tied up in red tape, which I was saying down here with the with this Four of Pentacles, there's some kind of blockage, but you need to be proactive. Take the action needed to untie the situation bit by bit. Acquire good counsel and advice to see the situation through and help you get all the details straight. The outcome may not go exactly as desired, but remember to keep your balance. Seek only justice. Release revenge and anger. You don't want your urgent attachment to create more difficult karma in this matter. On a personal level, this reversal is warning you to get centered and balanced once again. Bring balance back to your diet, your physical exercise, and your mind. Consider how your choices and thoughts are going to impact your future in this life and in lifetimes to come. Take the actions that will set the scales back in balance, not just between you and others, but within your life as well. There may be components of your daily schedule that have thrown you off center. It's time for you to set things right again. When all things are balanced, the good energy you send out will attract the great energy back to you. If that resonates with you, if you're feeling unbalanced, then that message is for you. But I'm seeing it as the other person in this reading. And I was saying about someone feeling like a situation was unjust, and about someone feeling like they didn't have control in a situation. And I was also talking about this need to get balanced. You know, the Two of Pentacles is a card about balancing a situation. And so all those things were the messages that came out with this balance card in reverse. I'm seeing this as the other person. They need to take control of a situation. Stop. I'm hearing the word ostrich, like stop sticking your head in the ground. With that carrot card as well. I knew there was something about the carrot being in the ground. Someone's sticking their head in the ground in a situation, but they need to take back control, take back their power, and release, if there is any, this anger. Release the anger, release the negativity, and just be just and calm. Yeah. It's really funny, all the different energies in this reading. Okay, so let's read the Six of Forces. Excuse me, sorry. I'm glad I read that now. I wasn't going to read that because I kind of know what that card means in the upright. So I just thought, too many cards, I'm not going to read it. But I kind of accidentally opened it on that page, so I'm really glad I read it now because it does tie into whatever that other business is. I don't feel like that's your business. I feel like that's someone else. Okay, so the waterfall. A towering waterfall roars down into a beautiful body of water. In the upright position, this card reminds you of your incredible personal power and supports you in opening up to the force within. Know that you are a dynamo in the universe. Ooh, dynamo. You have the ability to shape any situation in a way that honours you and moves your life forward. Now, I did say someone has really strong manifestation energy, but they might not be using it. Someone needs to know that they have the ability to take control of their own life. You have the ability to shape any situation in a way that honours you and moves your life forward. The element of water is fluid. Didn't I say that? Didn't I say that with that Queen of Cups? Oh my God, I love it when these things happen. I know what I'm talking about, guys. Trust me. The element of water is fluid, like the waterfall. Your personal energy never stops. Your life force is never ending. It springs from your eternal past and roars into your limitless future. Limitless like the well. Bottomless, I said about that well. Extending into the farthest reaches of the universe. It is a time of deep thought and even deeper emotions, as well as an expansion of psychic energy with that wisdom card. Use this time to act on act on these and tap your power that is ever flowing. Use this time to act on these and tap your power that is ever flowing. Yeah, you've got this. It's. I'm seeing the water as like as emotional energy. You've got so much emotional depth, so much emotional abundance, and it's untapped. This water energy with the well and the waterfall and the Queen of Cups. This is like untapped emotional strength, and it's limitless. Someone's really powerful in this reading. It led with the Magician card. Someone is a really, really powerful manifester. And once they realise that they can do this, the universe is bringing them happiness. If someone's acting in a sneaky way, you don't need to. You don't need to, because this is you. This is the universe has your back. Justice has your back. Libra, if this is the cross watcher, and I feel like it could be, Libra has your back. Done. There we go. That's your reading today, Libra. I hope you enjoyed it. Cross watcher, because I think there's a cross watcher. I hope you enjoyed it too. I hope everybody gets something helpful out of this reading today. I'm sorry it was so long. Okay, love you guys. Take care. Bye bye.